All right, motivators, it is day one of TMM Cocoon Challenge. And let's say laser focused vision on my health and fitness slash YouTube content creation and also my business endeavors. I am 34 years old. I am 6'6" tall. In a few moments, I'm going to go weigh myself and take my measurements, have a base point, and then I'm going to tell you how I have discovered the easiest way for me to track my what I'm eating and things of that nature. What makes it difficult is I travel full time. That's what I do. And so I'm in, for example, next week I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas for a couple of days. And so I needed something to where I could make consistent decisions on the fly, where it doesn't just derail all of my my son, it's over here. It doesn't derail all of my progress and things of that nature. Let's we're gonna count my macros. We're gonna figure out what my protein, my carbohydrates, and my fats are, and if I tracking like that, I just found it's the easiest for me. But let's go ahead and weigh myself, and then I'm gonna take my measurements and write it down. And the measurements are so important for me because I just don't think the scale is the end all say all. So, some of you, I'm preaching to the choir, some of you already know this, and that's just a horrible soul indicator because you could be building muscle at the same time as you are burning fat, and your body could be going to this recomposition thing, and that's what I'm wanting. I'm not looking for weight loss, I'm looking for fat loss. So I may never be 225 pounds. Okay, I may always be in the high 200s. That's fine with me. I just want the best version of health possible and whatnot. So anyways, let's jump into scale. Let's take these measurements and let's figure out the macros and let's start from here. So first thing first, let's take these measurements, jump on the scale, get a good starting place. And I know this could be the most frustrating time, the most, just disappointing thing when you see the numbers and nature, but it's important for us to have a starting place. So let's see what this scale says here. First, waking it up. All right. I don't know if you see that. 346 pounds. I know that is hard. It's hard to see through this camera. 346.4 pounds. It's crazy because the moment you step off the scale, you can't see it. So 346.7, that is where we are starting with the weight. So I'm gonna go ahead and jot that down. So I am just going to create a note in my phone and pin it. So my weight, it is July 3rd, 2021. My weight is 347 pounds, 0.6. So here we go. Like I said, have a starting point, but there we go. And like I said, not glamorous, but we gotta have a place to begin. So like I said, I am far out of shape, and I'll go through a little more story about everything that transpires and that I think aided me to get to where I am right now. The struggle's been real, and life has happened. But you know what? I'm definitely believing for a radical change, radical shift. And I think for these next 3 months, if I'm going to give mad attention to it, if you're joining with me for this challenge, or even just this, I wish a better way to challenge. I know this is going to be fun just to have some people do along with you, but I just think just important just getting your life in greater order. And because there's so many things that all of us wants to do in life, that we have aspirations, desires, and dreams that's not going to happen by being daydreamers. It's going to happen by being day doers, right? And so I believe we can do this together, whatever your endeavors may be. So yeah, let's take these measurements. This is not the fun part. Ow. So I guess we start with my arm. I'm not quite sure if it's flexed or unflexed. Flexing, I'm at 16 inches. And you always want to measure, let me back up a little bit. My arm, 16 inches. And you always want to measure at the same place consistently. So, all right. Gosh, my belly. I'm gonna need a whole bunch of tape for that one. My belly. 50 inches. Belly. 50 inches. And again, taking the measurements because you can't simply just rely on the scale. My goal is to build muscle. And like I said, the scale may only seem like it's dropping 20 pounds and super slow, but my clothes are gonna fit different and the numbers is gonna read different. That's what I'm hoping anyway. All right, chest, 51 inches. Here we go. Let's do leg. My leg is 27 inches. All right, let's do this waist. This is gonna be scary. If I get the tape to set it right. Hips, the waist. The hips, 47. Waist, so hips, 47. So I got arm, belly, chest, leg, waist. People do the neck. I'm not sure. Let's, should we do the neck? Why not? I need the mirror for this one. I can't even see it. Brother may need some glasses. So anyway, so there we go. Man, weight 347.6 pounds. Arms 16 inches. Belly 50 inches. Chest 51 inches. Legs 47 inches. Hips, legs 27 inches, hips and waist 47 inches. So anyway, this is a starting place. It is July 3rd, 2021. And like I said, laser focused vision in this health. So I am gonna figure out what my macros should be. And this is gonna be a little guesstimation and stuff like that. And I'll explain why it is, for me at least, and for many people who's way above the charts of like BMI and things of nature. There's a whole nother story regarding BMI that I can go in detail in general that that could be rooted in areas anyways, I'll get into that later. But so yeah, I'm gonna figure what my macros should be. I want to be under a calorie deficit, and so at least 500 calories. That bring me to a calorie deficit. I want to be exercising. I'm going to be lifting weights. Going to be boxing. I'm doing all this other jazz. So I know I need the energy to sustain. The issue that I have, always figuring out again, is what is that mark. And this is my primary problem. My primary problem is I don't eat enough. I know that, And I mean, he's like, man, how in the world? He said, I forget to eat all the stinking time. Then I'll get on a task, I'll stay focused, I'll work past lunch, and it is a horrible, and sometimes I'll feel the growling, but and I just want to get that, I need to get this done. And I think it's a horrible trait. And so I know that I'm going to have to meal prep. I know I'm going to have to take all the excuses out, and I'm going to have to figure it out. But the complication is figuring what my macros should be at that weight. And so it may seem a little high at first, and then, but I need the starting place. And then I'm going to probably address a couple more people who are more educated with macros than me, again, because, so I'm assuming my calories are going to be probably in the 3,000s, or at least the high 2,000s and things of nature. I am more carbohydrate sensitive than fats, and so I will probably drop my carbohydrates and raise my fats. I feel like my body responds a whole lot better with a higher fat diet than a higher carbohydrates. But I'm not removing carbs out of my diet. So so here we go. Here's the measurements. Let's see what's up. All right, so got my macros. Again, this is a starting point, and I go on a website called IIFYM. It means if it fits your macros. And what I like about counting my macros, my carbohydrates, my proteins, and my fats versus and just trying to count my calories, I feel like it is significantly more. It is significantly easier. I can't say that word, obviously. So it's easier for me. And again, I think in just knowing my body and knowing that my body feels better with the higher fat diet and higher carbohydrate diet, then I can fluctuate that. However, I did keto in the past, man, you experience some fat loss, but I just don't like how I feel when I lift weights, and you don't get that pump and things of that nature. So here's the numbers it gave me. I don't know if you can see it right here. I'll just put it on the screen. And on the website, the calories is 353. The carbohydrates is 199 grams. The fats is 133 grams. The protein is 265 grams. So I'm going to move that around and move those numbers around. Again, this is just because I know what feels better for me. And so on my Fitness Pal, which I use, and which I use on my Fitness Pal, I have 3,053 calories. My carbs, 153. My fats, 136. And my protein, 305. And gonna be doing a lot of lifting weights. And again, and this is what, like I said, I want to pick something that's sustainable. I like a heavier protein and fat diet. Carbohydrates, to be honest with you, when they're too high, I have a hard time eating them all. And I'll be like, I'm not a big, I eat a pancake, but I don't crave pancakes. Eat a waffle, I don't crave waffles, man. I know the Pop-Tart thing is when I really want to try my best to stay away from processed things and just keeping it like keeping whole food, stuff like that. So, and just in simple foods. So, and then I love rice, but man, Costco has this cauliflower stir fry that, it is so stinking good. And I'm probably going to stick as best I can to more of a seafood like fish and shrimp and things of nature, and I'll add some red meat and stuff like that. I just love steak and chicken and things of nature. That's probably stick with. What you say, buddy? My son here. Yeah, crab. I love crab, right? And so anyway, so this morning, my wife made me some breakfast, and I brewed some coffee, as you've seen, and I'm drinking it black. And I had 3 eggs and some bacon, and that left me for the remainder of the day with 153 grams of carbs left, 103 grams of fats, and 272 grams of protein. So I will obviously be drinking some protein shakes, and later in the day I'm going to be going to the gym, working out. And I'm gonna start back, man, doing some of the same disciplines that I really felt made the massive difference. So I'm gonna I'm gonna go back to boxing and start boxing again. But man, I gotta get my cardiovascular endurance way back up. And so back then I was running 5Ks 3 times a week, as well as doing boxing and weightlifting and nature. So I'm gonna get back into that. So I know, man, this first time going is gonna be straight grueling. But you know what? This is that new beginning. You know what I mean? This is this cocoon, right? This is the moments where we know that we're gonna see some transformation, but it's gonna happen through consistency. It's gonna happen through dedication. It's gonna happen through man, just trying it. And so, shooting from this new camera, I just got the Sony ZV-1. There's no external mics I have on it. This is the onboard mic. It has the dead cat that's on top of it. And man, it's been pretty dope so far. My only thing is that the screen is on the side. I keep finding myself looking at the screen. I think I actually may have done a couple of times, even shooting this particular moment here. And so my son's over here petting the dead cat like it's a cat on top of things. So anyway, so yeah, so I'll be heading to the gym later. Those are my macros. I'm gonna bring you back into what I decide to eat for lunch, and probably gonna make a protein shake, and I'll just keep you posted regarding this vlog of the day. And so yeah, man, this is a new beginning, right? It's a new start. It is actually Saturday, I think, Saturday, July 3rd. It's not a Monday, and I was tempted to say, well, I'm just gonna wait till Monday. But listen, when we say I'm gonna do a Monday, we only get 52 chances. 52 chances with that excuse to start something. But when we realize, okay, the best time to start is when you need to start, which is now. And today is a Saturday, so we're gonna finna do this. So I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna give attention to what I eat. I'm gonna count it, but choosing the macros, if you pick your macros, picking something that I can do in the place of longevity. So if I'm driving and traveling, like next week I'm in Texas and we go to tacos, you know what I mean? I can figure out how much a tortilla is and the meat, and I can still eat and still and enjoy myself and still be on track with my diet and lifestyle change. So yeah, this is gonna be good. All right, so it is lunchtime. It is 1:43. So I'm gonna have my next meal. Again, I'm counting my macros. And so I'm actually gonna be cooking leftovers right now. I have some stir fry cauliflower, some scallops, and some shrimp that I made. So what you wanna do is that you want to get a scale, and when it's off, you can put the bowl on and just press the on button. And it's very important to weigh your food, because eyeballing food, you'll just see how it zeroes out even with that. And so let me see if I can do this with one hand. Bear with me. I'll just stir this up so it falls. Whoops, I moved the bowl. So add all of that. So yeah, so that is 3.5 ounces. So then what I do is that I then will take my phone, go to MyFitnessPal, right? Here we go, MyFitnessPal. And I already, because I had this bag in our deep freezer, I already scanned the barcode. And so I'm picking, see what I'm doing? I'm picking, you can see that, picking ounces, right? And then I'm gonna go to the number of servings, and I'm going with the decimals and match it. See, 3.05, and it automatically does the math for you, right? So this right here, this serving size is 6.6 carbs, 2.5 grams of fat, and 2.5 grams of protein, right? So again, I know this is not a lot, but I want to cook I want to eat my leftovers. I hate when food goes to waste. So here we go. So once again, and again, you can just, if you like doing math and stuff, you can just add them to here. But the easiest thing I do is that I just turn it off, then I turn it back on, And once again, it zeroes out the scale with that on top of it. So then I'm gonna add all these scallops, right? So same time, right? You got 2.85. I'm gonna go on MyFitnessPal. I'm gonna add it, scallops. Right, here's, they're small scallops, right? And so I'm going to, once again, actually, let me back up, because this is, I think I like to actually find the actual weight, the weight of it. So here's one that's already ounced out. So I'm gonna actually go to 1 ounce, right? And then I'm gonna change serving size to 2.85. So right here, look at that. That's why I like seafood, right? So here, check out these carbs. You got 44.7 grams of carbs, 1 grams of fat, and that little bit of scallops is 16 grams of protein, yo. 16 grams of protein. So here we go. I think you get the gist of it now. Turning it off, turning it on. My bad, I accidentally pressed the off button. So now I'm going to add my shrimp. See, I already turned it off and turned it on. And so I'm just gonna take some spoonful of shrimp and add it in here. This, I don't mind my food touching, and again, I season it in a way where it tastes great. And so listen, I'm super hungry, so I'm gonna kill all of this in one sitting. I want you to check out these macros, yo. And let's see, how did I season this? I did a little butter, garlic, and a little Cajun, little Tony saucery. Made that. So right here, that is 8 ounces of shrimp. And you want to keep in mind of how you cook, prep food. You want to track those as well, because those can add up. So I typically always leave some extra. If I don't weigh what I cook with, I always leave the extra macros sometimes to have it. So anyway, so once again, what you do, you search food, shrimp, RIMP, right? And then we got 8 ounces, right? So boom. Once again, yo, check out this. 0 carbs, 2.4 grams of fat. Check out all that protein. 47 grams of protein right here, right? And so you see, like in here, this meal alone, for all those macros, is only 363 grams of 363. Here's my son over here. What up? And whatnot. So I'm gonna turn my phone here. Then you can see, again, just the lunch. You can see, I hope you can see that, right? You can see the lunch here. And so this is how many I have remainder of the day. I have 142 grams of carbs, 97 grams of fat left, and 206 grams of protein. So I definitely will be taking a protein shake today. So yeah, so this will be my lunch. All right, well, I am finally in the truck about to go work out. It is 8:44 p.m. and I'm telling you, I have combated every feeling in the world just to say I'm fitting to do it tomorrow. Man, today just didn't go as planned. All good things. And hanging out with my family, my son, playing a lot of games, and anyway, so I'm not upset it's this late. It just happens what it is. But I want to be a man that I'm not making excuses, but I'm making goals, and I'm achieving them, right? So, but I work out at LA Fitness, and LA Fitness is closed at 7 o'clock today. I don't know if that is normal or because, the holiday is tomorrow. It is July 3rd. But there is a gym in my neighborhood that I'm going to go and work out in. So it doesn't have all the free weights like I want, but I'm sure I'm going to get a workout in. So yeah, so let's go. All right, so here's my next meal. It's not very glamorous at all, but again, I am using my macros. And so it is nothing but some eggs and some bacon, 2 pieces of toast, and 1 teaspoon of jelly. Again, I just divided the teaspoon, put on the toast. This is why it's very important to measure out your food and to weigh your food, because we have no idea what a serving size is, and we grotesquely, if I say that word right, put way more on our plate, and we grotesquely assume what a serving size is. Anyways, so the macros for this is 39.4 grams of carbs, 36 grams of fat, and 45 grams of protein. So yeah, so this is one of my last meals before the evening, and I have one more meal and to finish up my macros for the day. So yeah, so here we go. All right, so this is gonna wrap up my macros. And so I love grapes, and great way to get my carbs. So this is a cup and a half of grapes, and so it's 45 grams of carbs, 0 grams of fat, 3 grams of protein. And this was what I was saying earlier, that it's very important to weigh out the food and measure out the food, because we have no idea just how much carbohydrates and stuff that we're eating. I would never have thought that this was 45 grams of carbs. So anyway, so this is my last meal, and this would pretty much wrap up my macros. And so yeah, so let's break it all down. So that is it for today. My macros ended up being 147 grams of carbs, 128 grams of fat, and 321 grams of protein. I have 6 grams of carbs left, 8 grams of fat left, and I went over 16 grams of protein. So, and that's it. Just count on macros, and you saw the meals that I had, very, very simple, but you will literally want to weigh everything, measure everything, and don't just assume what a serving size is or measurement is, because we can be extremely off. And this is when we'll find out in this journey of fat loss and weight loss that you think, man, I'm eating so much healthy stuff. I'm eating healthy alternatives, but we have no idea of how much we're eating and how things can be so calorie dense that we think we're eating under a deficit, but we're not. And so anyway, so that's why I literally like MyFitnessPal. It makes it easy. I like tracking my macros because it really helps me to understand exactly what I'm getting in my body and how much I'm getting. And then I will just adjust it on the fly. And there is, so like I said, I have a hard time getting all my carbohydrates in, especially if I'm trying to avoid like heavy starches and stuff like that. And so fruit has been my escape and my best friend. So they have these, if you have an Aldi's where you're at, these grapes, cotton candy grapes, amazing, absolutely amazing. Legitly tastes like cotton candy. So this has been my day. So I appreciate you joining me, and I look forward to doing more of these. And I've been shooting all day out of my new vlogging camera, the Sony Sony ZV-1. And be on the lookout for some more content. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment. Let's build this community, because I'm trying to give laser focused attention to these goals, and I believe I'm going to meet them and excel them through consistency, dedication, and I want to know about yours as well. So I'll holler at y'all later. Deuces.